Alrighty then. Alright, we're back again. This is James, and we're gonna do another Raid Shadow Legends video. Okay, let's just collect up some loot here. Got that. Okay. Now, what we want to do is another one of these perspective videos. And I did Banner Lords legendaries. How about we do High Elf legendaries? Let's take a look at their High Elves and the legendaries they're in. I've got one legendary from the High Elves, a Royal Huntsman. Alright, looks like there's about, what's this, about 16 of them? Okay, let's see how they look. This is Ellen Naril. It's a female High Elf. Man, she's got some big old purple hair and a big old ponytail, along with her purple feather arrows. But she's pretty well armored. Look at her. She's got black and gold armor. Pretty cool, funky looking helms protecting her long ears. Got these giant golden, kind of like bird wings coming out the back of her neck. Not sure what that's for. Then she's got this black armor down her legs and her arms, a little bit around her waist. And these long white things. She's kind of got these split cape, almost looks like insect wings. I've seen other champions with that. She's kind of cool. She carries her bow, and she's, like most High Elves, she's got this real fancy superior look to her, like they like to look like they're big and tall and better than everybody else, and she fits the bill on that. Okay, so that's pretty much Ellen Naril. Of course, there's most women in the game, they got these high heels. That's just what they like. They like to wear the high heels. Except for a few, like maybe Ronda Rousey, she doesn't do it. Because she's hopping around a lot, maybe. Alright, let's see who's next. Pixneal. And man, she is smoldering and cold. She's a female, and she's freezing to death. She's got a blizzard around her. I would have to describe her weapons as kind of like war glaives, kind of shaped like bird wings. She has no cape, but she has this really nice, kind of like a dress, but it's totally open in the front except for this one piece that sticks down. It's really nice and gold and silver looking. She's got a super fancy helm. Oh man, it almost looks like peacocks up here, and a giant headdress of white. She's all about the white and gold, and she's just got this giant blizzard just swirling around her. She looks like she could freeze you to death. Of course, she's got the high heels on. She's really fancy. Got this really stare of death in her face. A big blue gem right there. Man, it's like, man. Alright, and this thing going around her neck here. She's a death queen or something. She'll get you. Alright, that's Pixneal. Alright. Then we got, I've seen this guy before, Alexander the Sharpshooter. He's got this smirk on his face like, I know something you don't know. Ears sticking out of his hoodie. I guess he has little ear holes. Yeah, he looks like he's got little ear holes for his ears to stick out. I hope he doesn't have to turn his head real fast or it'll hurt his ears. He's got these two little daggers that he doesn't really use ever. And he's got like 3 or 4 arrows. Yeah, he's got 4 arrows. His bow's kind of on fire. It's glowing something radioactive or something. His armor is kind of fancy, kind of like leather looking, kind of scaly a little bit. He's got a pretty fancy cape, split down the middle. It's not too bad. He's even got an arrow and a bow right back here. So he's all about the arrows and bows. Looks like he's got the little curtain pulls here, sort of like that other guy from the Bannerlords. Pretty fancy looking bow. It's like, as a lot of them are, some of them is symmetrical. Like if you look at him from down here, it's symmetrical, but his arms are not. It's like one arm is different from the other. It actually kind of reminds me of Hawkeye from the Avengers. He's got this type of arm when he was hunting people in Japan and all around the world. He had these long claw-looking gloves, but he's like got the bow thing going on over here. He's got a different shoulder on this side than this side. So his whole thing is all symmetrical except for his arms. And that's the way he wants it. It's Alexander the Sharpshooter. Okay. Let's see who's next. Islin. Strategos Islin. Islin, this almost sounds like he's some sort of drug you take for a disorder like penicillin. Islin. But once again, he's a fancy guy with a fancy sword glowing blue. I'm not sure what the blue glow is about. Oh, he's got a shield. Is it floating? Yes, it is. It's a floating shield. He's got the old magical floating shield. It's kind of a weird, roundish, planetary looking thing. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of symmetrical from left to right. Well, let's see. I thought it was, but then, yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, it is. Symmetrical shield. Most of them are. He's got the very silvery but also black and gold deal going on. Alright, his cape is kind of weird and non-symmetrical. At least up here, it's like that. Underneath it's symmetrical, but then he's got this one piece coming down, and then he's got this thing almost like a snow wolf pelt coming down or something, and on this shoulder, almost like, reminds me of Jon Snow from the Game of Thrones or something. He's got some winglets on his helm. Doesn't want you to see his face. He's got his hair coming. Well, I don't know. I guess that's not his hair. It's like some sort of hair coming off from some animal or something. He's got this bondage thing going around his chest. He's got a little winglet thing on his shoulder, kind of like on his helm. He's like, once again, he's not symmetrical with his arms like the other person. It's like from there down he's symmetrical, but on his arms he's not, once again. So he's like a symmetrical and anti-symmetrical. I don't know, it's kind of funny. So anyway, that's Strategos Islin. Almost sounds like he's from a country called Islin. Strategos from Islin or something. I don't know. So that's him. Now we got Shiramani. Almost like an Oriental sounding name. Well, she is all American. Look at the red, white, and blue going on with her. She is an American child of beauty. Look at that weapon, man. Jesus. Is that like a halberd or a pike, but it's glowing blue? Wow. Red, white, and blue all over. She got the high heels, purple and black boots. It's like she's got this purple and black armor on her legs and on her arms, and shoulder pads, big old sort of feather-covered shoulder pads. She likes you to see her face, but she's not happy about it, like somebody made her do it. She's got a nice little collar going there, red and white collar. Pretty cool armor, this blue armor. That's like guarding her pretty well, you know, protecting her. And she's got this little banner thing coming down with the belt. Pretty cool helm, big giant plumed helm, and then something come out the back of it. But she's got this really beautiful all-American cape coming down. That is a fine-looking cape. Yeah, Miss America. I'd voted for Miss America. All right, sure, Manny. I like you. You're an all-American. All right. So let's check out the next one. Lonathoril. It's hard to pronounce his name. Lonathoril. Okay, Lonathoril. You're kind of spiky looking. Your helm is all spiky. And man, you got the long braided hair going like you're a girl or something. I guess that's your hair. With these golden tassels. Three of them actually. It's like a braided, one long braid within two side braids. Like you had too much hair, and then you got these. Oh, and then you got these other two, and then the other two. It's like you got two here, two here, two here, and then one giant one. Jeez, you got too much hair, man. Maybe cut that shit. Okay. Sorry for my French, but man, you got too much. All right, looks like you're going to be doing some sword fighting, kind of like a Three Musketeers deal going on here with the foil. I guess that's what you call it, a foil. Kind of like the Olympic foil game. You got some chains going over to your scabbard, more chains hanging down. You got like this thing going. Like I've seen that like in military uniforms. He doesn't have any medals going though. You got the black and gold armor. And this time the arms are a little bit more symmetric, except that your shoulders, you don't have symmetric shoulders. You get one big shoulder here, but the regular shoulder there. Your cape is sort of all different things. It's like it's got this one side where it folds up and it has this kind of fancy pattern there going. But then you got this giant golden bird wing thing going over here. And then like a little curtain, a little extra curtain over here. It's like you need to talk to your tailor, man, because he's kind of messed you up there. And then he's got like a little butt cape here going. Not sure what that's about. Guess you want to... And there's also like a little cape on the front. Well, it kind of wraps around, actually. Another piece of fancy with the curtain hangers right here. It's like he draws the curtains for you know what. Well, alright then. What is this he got on his neck? It's like just a... I guess that's the shoelaces holding up together or something. Well, alright, man. His face is like... I don't know. He's just kind of not there. He's like he doesn't know what he's doing. It's like... He's there, but then he doesn't know why he's there. Like no expression. He's just kind of, I don't know. Well, all right, Lonathoril. Lonathoril. I don't know how to pronounce your name. That's you. All right, we got Belasius Ronus. This guy, he's another ranger or archer. It seems like the High Elves, they have a lot of these archers. More than anything. I'd say at least, let me see. You can't really tell. I know a lot of these are archers, though. Like, let's see. Alexander was an archer. Let's see, no, he wasn't an archer. But anyway, Balisius Ruinus. He's another archer. He's got a little dagger, but he's mainly an archer. He's got four hole arrows to use, and another one on knocked up, or notched, or whatever you call it. And he doesn't have a string on his bow. I guess it's magical or something. Or either that, or they just couldn't figure out how to do it in the graphics. He's got the black and goldish armor, like seems like a lot of them have. He's got this black sheep tuft of whatever that is, and the green. He likes a little bit of green. He's got some green. I mean, I don't know if it's his hair. Is that his hair coming down? Green hair? I don't know, man. He's got his face hidden, so you can't really tell. He's like he's kind of smug under there. But yeah, he does have a cape. It's a red and white with gold. It's okay. I'd put it like it's like a medium goodness cape. You know, like it's not really that great. It almost reminds me of Christmas or something. It's like a Christmas cape. But he's also got like this fanciness going on down here. It's like some of it looks like scale, real shiny scale armor, but then he's got this sort of cloth looking with this big thing in the front. Once again, his shoulders are not symmetric. He's actually got a big giant golden bird on this shoulder, but kind of just a regular shoulder guard on this one. His gauntlets look pretty symmetric. It's like he's mostly symmetric. You know, if you look at him, he's mostly symmetric except for his shoulders, just like a lot of them. Of course, you know, he doesn't have if he's not perfectly symmetric because he doesn't have a bow in both hands. But, you know, other than the weapon, he's mostly symmetric except for the shoulders once again. So that's him, Balisius Ruinus. I guess he's a good archer. So, anyway. And now we got, I've seen her before. A lot of people use this girl. Delenia. Once again, we got the golden black armor. A lot of them seem to like that golden black. And then she's got a dagger. Don't know if she uses it, but because it looks like she's into the magic. Oh, she's got this big magical staff. Looks like that thing could poke you really good. Kind of shock you. It's like a shocking staff, almost like she'll taser you. She's into the electricity, like she's tapped into the power grid or something. Look at her hair, man. Jesus, it's got lightning bolts or something on it. Yeah, she's got lightning bolts all over the place here. On her shoulder right there, she's got a big lightning bolt. And that one too. So yeah, this one, she's her shoulders are symmetric. And her hands, looks like her hands are like getting burned from all the electricity coming out of them. Oh, wait a minute. She's got a gauntlet on this hand, but she does not have a gauntlet on this hand, so she's not perfectly symmetric. She's got the high heels going on, and she does have a cape. It's kind of a cape with lightning bolts a little bit on it. If you look at it, lightning bolt there and there. So she's got the lightning cape. It's pretty cool looking. Yeah, she's a cool looking chick. She's got lightning bolts a little bit on her armor. I guess if you look closely, you can see lightning bolts there. And in her hair, I already said, in her hair she's got the lightning bolts. One long braid of hair. It's almost like she twisted it up really close and then clamped these lightning bolt clamps onto it. Man, it's pretty fancy. And she's about to hit you with the balls of lightning. Great balls of lightning, man. She almost looks like a superhero from the Avengers or something, or from the comic books. She's like Lightnina or something. Well, she's called Delenia, so Lightnina or Delina, the Lightning Girl or something. She's a mean girl. But yeah, I've seen her before. She's got some skills that people like to use. Because I have seen her a lot. So anyway, that's her. She's blown her gauntlet off. Maybe it's laying around here somewhere. Her electricity hit so hard that it blew her gauntlet off. But her eyes are glowing blue. She's even got lightning bolts painted on her face. So anyway, that's Delenia. Lightning gal. Alright, now we got Lysandra. Alright, Lysandra. Wow, look at her. She likes the green. Little green wings. She thinks she's nobility. She's got this royal crown on her red hair. She's got short red hair. Okay, short red hair. Her shoulders are symmetrical. Alright, her arms are symmetrical as well. Her legs are symmetrical. Looks like she's totally symmetrical. Oh, she's one of the few. Of course, she's got a sword in one hand and shutting in the other. She doesn't even have a scabbard, though. She carries a sword with no scabbard, so she has nowhere to put it when she's not fighting. But she's got this green going on, just some green coming down here and here, and then she's got green back here. And I don't think you won't call that a cape. It's more like her dress that she's wearing. It just flows down. It's like a road just flowing down her back. Kind of fancy looking. She's got fancy all over her, just like most High Elves are kind of fancy looking. Really fancy looking sword. It doesn't even look like it's got a blade to it. It's just kind of weird. It's just this strange white metal, white and gold with a little black handle. It's kind of, I don't know where that's from. It almost looks like a feather. But she likes the green and black and white and gold, and she's got the red hair. All right. But once again, she's got the high heels. Her heels are not like stiletto heels, though. She's got the big chunkers. A little bit more balance, I would say, heels like that. So anyway, that's Lysandra. Her face. She's got her hair covering one eye. I don't know why. She's kind of got like blue eyes, nice pretty eyes. She's pretty girl. She's not really. I wouldn't say she's smiling. She's just kind of plain. She's not unhappy or happy. She's got. I don't know if this is her skin. It's kind of weird. It's like her skin looks black right here. I don't know. Well, maybe she's used some paint to make her skin black here, because that looks like skin, but it's black. But the rest of her is white, because you see her legs are white. So I don't know. Everything else, all the rest of her skin is white, but she's got this black going on right here, which is strange. I don't know why that's black right there. Because it looks like skin, but it's black. So that's confusing. Well, all right then, that's her. All right, the Royal Huntsman. I do have this guy, and he does a lot of work for me. Once again, no bowstring. This guy can one shot because he can on his A3 he can totally ignore your defense. There actually is a better guy though, Faceless. There's a guy named Faceless. I forget what faction he's from, but he not only does like an A3 where he ignores your defense, he also ignores your block damage and shields. So he's actually even better than the Royal Huntsman. I haven't built him up yet, but I guarantee you I will, because I want to see how good he is. Because like avoiding block damage, like if somebody has block damage and he shoots him with his A3, he ain't gonna do nothing to him. But the other guy, Faceless, if he does his A3, he'll kill you. I imagine, because it says he avoids block damage and shield and defense. He avoids 100% defense, and the other guy says it says defense. So I don't know. It doesn't say what percent of defense, but I'm imagining it's 100%. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about their skills. I'm here to talk about how they look. Alright, he's got the black thing back here going on. There was another one that had that. Let's see, who was that? Was it this guy? Yeah, Ronus. He's got the same exact... They almost look exactly alike, these two. Ronus and the Royal Huntsman. Yep, they look extremely similar. Royal Huntsman's a bit more flashy. He's got the gold all over him. He loves the gold, man. Look at all that gold. And he's got this pretty cool cape. It's red and gold, fancy looking, and he's actually got some gold scaly looking thing. He's got the black and white hair coming down with the little hairlets or whatever you call it. Once again, his shoulders are not symmetric. You get the big bird shoulder over here. He just bends the metal when he pulls his arm up. That's one thing that's funny about the champions. It's like their armor just kind of bends. See how it just bends in a 90 degree, and then it goes back to straight. That's kind of a funny way to do it there. He's got armor. He's armored head to toe though, and he's got a little dagger that he never uses. I guess that's if the enemy gets to within melee range. But yeah, he's pretty cool. He's one of my best champions. He is kind of squishy. He dies, like he doesn't have a lot of health. I wanted to put most of my points into attack, so that's what I did. So he's really good if he can hit you, if he's alive. Problem is he dies a lot. So, but he's a good one. He's a one-shotter with the A3. Okay, so that's him. All right, next one, Yannicka. She is she's one that you can get from the I think it's either the tag team or the clan. Let me check. Let's see. Come on. Alright, is it from the clan or is it from the tag team? Yeah, it's from the clan shop. Yeah, Yannicka. So anyway, she likes the gold, big gold armor and all black and red too. She's got the stiletto heels, very feathery looking pole weapon. I don't know if to call that a staff or a pike. I'm not sure. Don't really know. She's got a cape, kind of similar to the Royal Huntsman's cape. It's like red and gold. A nice long cape though. It's all the way to the floor. And then she's got little shoulder coverings, kind of look like they attach to the cape almost. And a nice big red belt and the little skirt things hanging off the sides and around her. But like her legs and arms aren't really, well, this arm's got some armor on it, but this one's kind of just has a big gauntlet. She's got some cloth covering here. She's got a nice little helmet though. It's got like a big feathery looking helmet, but it's metal. And she's got a nice well armored arm here and some nice long boots. I guess you'd call them long boots or something, I don't know. But then her upper thighs are not armored, so she needs to, but she's got some waist and torso protection. And let's see, she almost looks like a superhero the way, like she's got the Batman mask going on almost with the, or I guess you could call it, what do you call that, Zorro or something, I don't know. It's only her eyes that are covered. It's like a superhero mask, where they don't want you to know who they are, but they're not really covering a lot of their face. It's kind of a funny way to do it. So anyway, let's get back to where I was. Let's see. All right, the High Elves. So that was Yannicka. Alright, now, I guess this is their pet. I don't know what you call this thing. It's Tatura Rhymehide. This is just damn confusing. It's like, it's not a humanoid. It's, I don't know what you call it, a griffin or a, I don't know. It's like it's got these giant horns on the front. It's got wings. It's got a big old tail. It's got it's almost like a lion body, but with a dinosaur tail and I don't know, giant bird wings. But then you got bull horns. And it's got a lion head. It's like it's got a lion's body. But then it's got this weird hair mane thing and spiky blue. It's like he's just all over the place. I mean, he almost looks a little bit robotic with these, like a transformer or something. It's just bizarre. It's just out of the nightmares or something. But he's not a humanoid. He's like an animal. So it's like he's the pet of the faction. I don't know. He's a defensive guy. So I don't really know what to say. He's got big shoulder plate armors going on here with the little extra winglet thing. He's got the white. I don't know if that's snow or if that's hair. I guess it's hair. He's got the big white hair here and the. I don't know, it's braided hair. It's just, I don't know, it's like he came out of a nightmare. It's a nice, pretty nightmare. It's like very goldy looking, but I don't know. I don't know what to say about him because he's just bizarre. So anyway, there's a lot of champions in this game that are bizarre though. So that's him. Alright, Ithos. Alright, he is like a pike spear looking thing. He likes the color purple. He does not have a cape. He's got this kind of a curtain sort of hanging off of him, behind him and in front of him. He is kind of crazy. He's got a shield and it's floating. He's got, this is funny, he's got straps on the shield to hold it onto his arm, but he doesn't want to bother doing that. He ain't going to use that. He's just going to let it float. The magic of the floating shield. You can see the glow coming off. That means it's magic. It's purple. He loves purple and gold. So he's got that going. He's kind of symmetric looking. I mean, his arms and shoulders, legs, everything. Well, wait a minute. Did I speak too soon? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm all right. Yeah, I thought the legs up here were a little different, but I think they're the same. Yeah, I think he's perfectly symmetrical. Wait a minute. No, see how this comes across here and goes there? That means that's not symmetrical. On the back, it's symmetrical. Even though Well, I was thinking that was gold and that's silver. In the light, it kind of does look like that. I don't know. But I think he's perfectly symmetrical, except for this little piece of curtain right here. And of course, the fact that he's got like a spear in this arm and a shield in that arm. But he likes the spiky up top. It's really cool. It looks like it got pulled apart or something. He's got this giant, like, wool. It's like he's got almost like he's got a sheep laying back there. I mean, it's like really crazy. I guess he's in from the cold or something. He's got a hoodie going on attached to the back of his mask or helmet. He's got these black sort of winglet things coming off. Pretty crazy. But he is one of the few that are almost perfectly symmetrical. Like I say, almost, because of the little piece of curtain right here. Other than that, though, he's pretty symmetrical. Alright. That's Ithos. Alright, now we got Bellinor. I don't think I've ever seen this guy. He's like an angel with the angel wings, but he's got this black and kind of, well, it's like, what is that? Like a jacket? It's like, you know what this reminds me? This reminds me of the jacket that the miscreated monster wears. He wears something similar to this. His looks a little bit different because it's kind of more worn out looking. I think this guy's looks like it's right off the rack. He's got the little spikes on his shoulders and his arms. He's pretty symmetrical looking, except that he's got this pack of daggers. Yeah, this little pack of daggers over here. Of course, his belt is not symmetrical. Then he's got these coming down that's not symmetrical. But he's got the crossbow. There's very few of them that have crossbows in this game. There was one with the Bannerlords that had a crossbow. So they're kind of few and far between. I was talking about the Bannerlords guy that shot a crossbow. Like, he'd take a pot shot at you and then hide up on the castle wall. This guy, he can fly. He's got wings. But, so he's like flying up in the air and taking pot shots at you, I guess. But he kind of likes the white, mostly white and gold armor. Very skin-tight armor, like a superhero. Very short blonde hair. He's got very short ears for a high elf. It's like maybe he's secretly like half human and half high elf, kind of like Spock from Star Trek. You know, like he's half human and half Vulcan. Because like this guy, his ears aren't long like a lot of the other high elves. Like for instance, if I could find one, see, like the Royal Huntsman's ears, they're a lot longer. They're like twice as long as Bellinor's ears. So he's almost like he's a half high elf and half human. He's a half human high elf or something. I don't know. But yeah, he's kind of pretending. You know, he's keeping it secret. So, but he's like half angel too. So with the wings, I don't know. Other high elves don't have wings like that. So maybe he was a human that died and then came back as a high elf, and then he died again, and then now he's an angel. I don't know. Yeah, he's got a cool little jacket going on there. It's pretty neat. But that's him, Bellinor. And then the famous Arbiter. You can't even see her ears. All her really nice, giant red, beautiful red hair. She's like a red, white, and blue angel too, you know. She's got little angel wings. I don't know if that's her wings or is that armor. I think it's her wings. I think she's got little golden angel wings. Beautiful. All you can say is beautiful. Giant bluish two-hander. Blue and gold two-hander. Of course, no shield. She's kind of symmetrical, pretty much. Yeah, I would say that she's perfectly symmetrical from head to toe. I mean, her shoulders are the same. Her outfit's the same on both sides. Her legs are the same. She's not doing the stiletto heels. They're a little bit fatter, but they look good. I mean, she's got winglets on her boots. Beautiful outfit. No cape, but she's got this coming off her waist behind. It's got like sort of like white winglet, flowing dress, whatever that is. I don't know. Big, beautiful red ponytail with this fancy thing, jewelry in her hair, golden wings flowing on her headdress. I mean, she's just beautiful to look at. Very beautiful. I love the red hair. I mean, that just sets it off. Red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. So she's an all-American as well, just like that other one. What was the other one that was red, white, and blue? Forget. Was it Pixneal? No. Island? No. Sure, there it is. Shermini. She wears a different outfit, but she's got the red, white, and blue going. So, yep, it's Arbiter. I can't wait to get my Arbiter. I'm just a few more missions away from getting her. I think around 22 missions away. Or 21. So I'm going to get there eventually, Arbiter. I'll get you eventually. I can't wait for the day. Alright. And then the last one, Supreme Ilhane. I've got Ilhane, the regular Ilhane. This is Supreme Ilhane. I guess she's a little bit better. Got better stats or something. Got a really nice big fancy cape going. Big black hair with all kinds of braids and jewels hanging down all over it. Really fancy. She is not symmetric. She's got these feathers over here, but over here it's just kind of a shoulder pad with fancy spike things coming out. Her armor is from the neck down. She's kind of symmetrical, although her gauntlets are different on each side. This one's got this big white and gold thing around her wrist, but this one is just black. And her arms are different. This one's black and gold, and this one is just kind of non-armored. Or actually, look at her elbow. It looks like her elbow looks weird. They didn't make it right. It's like her elbow's kind of broken looking. The way it's going right here. That's kind of weird. I think they kind of messed up on her elbow, because it looks. See how it's like shaped kind of weird there. She's got the blue eyes going. They're not glowing like some of them are, but they're just really intense blue though. She's got a real, almost like a Star Trek looking pendant hanging down here. Really fancy, nice looking armor going on around her. Not the big sticky stilettos, but nice looking boots, you know, black and gold boots. And tell me about the bow, man. That is some bow. It's electrified. Almost looks like she's got boots made into her bow right here. Like she could snap these off and start wearing them as boots or something. See, like this is the heel and that's the front part of the boot. I don't know. I don't think it's boots, but it's like, it just kind of looks like boots. But it's like a really crazy looking, very, it's like, what's that company that makes the is it Fabergé eggs? Tiffany, and it almost looks like this bow was made by Tiffany and Company. I mean, it's lacking gems, but it's it's gold filigree, but it's electrified. It's magically electric. So yeah, I mean, I guess she would do some damage. I don't know. I've never really faced her that often, I don't think. But she's got this. I don't know where she keeps. Oh, there they are. I was about to say I don't know where she keeps the rest of her arrows. They're right there, kind of hidden behind all this. But yeah, she's got these blue. I don't know if they're frosty or electric. They're probably electric since the bow's electric. So anyway, that's her. She's pretty cool. She's got this gold armor looking up here on the cape, but the rest of it kind of looks like it's cloth or leather or something. But she's also got this dress around her that's underneath the cape. So if you get through the cape, you still have to get through that. But she's pretty well armored, except for her legs, and this arm, and her chest up here. And she doesn't have a face covering, so she looks pretty serious. It almost looks like she's got a smirk on her face, but actually looks like she's got some tattoos on her face here. Yeah. So she went to the tattoo parlor. She looks like I don't know if these are scars or if that's veins or something. I don't know, but her arm's messed up. I keep saying that, but I mean, look at it. Her arm is messed up, man. They should get back to the graphics. Take that back to the graphics department and get that fixed. So anyway, that's Supreme Elhain. So that's it for the legendary High Elves. That was all of them. I think there's 16 of them. So alright, man, that was that video right there. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll keep doing these, and I will see you next time. Alright, man.